I'm back in the States now.
Right back in the States now.
Yeah, I went back out there to see about getting a house and stuff, man, because I ended up getting a new girlfriend. We hitting it off. My plan started changing a little bit more. And so that's what was going on. A lot of directions I'm going now, aside from the trading, like they evolving and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what it's been. You know how it is, man.
Yeah, I'm at that point now too, man. I'm thinking about taking
like,
a little break in trading.
For real.
Yeah.
I'm just resting fast.
You said what now?
I said I'm still looking for it, but I'm gonna use the restroom fast.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll share my screen while you are gone. Hello? Hello? Yep. You all right? All right, well, I'll see you in the, yep, they doing exactly that. Well, I'll see you in a little bit then. All right.
Did you post a link to the chat?
Huh?
Did you post a link to the chat? To the Zoom?
Somebody else need it?
Nah, that's how I was waiting. I was like, what the hell?
Oh, my bad. You know what? I thought I meant to send it, man. I was wondering too. I was like, what happened to everybody?
Yeah, I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, but I'm fine with just us anyway, man. Like, I liked it more when it was like, remember, hey, I was telling him when we were in the grinder doing gold. Remember that shit, man? On the elections, man. Like we were up, like we were staying up with Nemo, man. We didn't know what the fuck we was doing, man. On election day, man, we was like, what the fuck? Like, it was like, because it was moving so fast.
Yeah.
And we were still trying to find out how to implement it. It was like, oh, yeah, that. And then after that, man, from that day on, we all was like, hey, we're gonna like what we said, Benji. Hey, let's learn. I was like, I'll look at gold, somebody look at Bitcoin. We all was like, we
kind of found our own thing.
Yeah, we like, and we were coming back, like helping each other out on it and shit. So we just started doing it, man. I remember when it was me and you at first, man. I remember it was me and you eating off Bitcoin when it was first going up. And you was like, yeah. Like you would surprise me, man, because you were like, even if you went quiet, you were like, yeah, but I expect this and this and this. And I'm like, I know I can count on Benji. You know what I'm saying? To talk about
man.
That. So it was
look, man, my knowledge, like it's been a crazy couple past months, man. My knowledge is definitely expanded a lot more. Like honestly, it's at the point now that Forex is easy as shit.
Yeah.
Like, I do this shit in my sleep.
Yeah.
Is that your screen you sharing?
Yeah, that's my screen. I'm looking at USD. I was just going over some with Serge. I was looking at a few different pairs, man, trying to decide which one. And I was like, I like this a little bit.
So Darius, you said that, and the reality is that every pair is a little bit different, right? They all react differently to these things.
Mm-hmm.
So would you recommend every week just picking like 2 pairs and pretty much just focus on those for a beginner like me?
Yep. And then like just look at them and see how they move. Look at news. Just look at everything about them.
Alongside US 30 and gold. Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Those are 2 things I would always look at. And like I said, I have Bitcoin up too. But the thing with Bitcoin, like if you get caught on the wrong end,
you're gonna get burned.
Man, your ass gonna get seared like a steak.
Yeah. See,
like an Outback steak.
The thing is, with trading Bitcoin, like you got to be like really active. Like you could definitely like pre-plan some moves. If you thinking on a bigger scale, but Man, you gotta be active, bro. You know what I mean? You really gotta be active.
Every time I've made money, I've caught impulsive ass moves in action. Like in action. Unless
it's easy to read.
Yeah, it's easy to read and get the fuck out. But like if you don't do that sometime now I was telling him the times when you can play the like now, and remember when we first started playing it and it was doing like the all-time highs.
Yeah,
you could set orders then because it was moving like normal. It was like normal, but now it's been like fucking crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's bipolar, tripolar. It is. Benji can expand on it, but I still been keeping my eyes on him, man.
Yeah, man. Listen, I stopped trading Bitcoin. I believe it was the first. It's a weekly candle, and I believe it was like a big red weekly candle. And when I saw that, so here's the thing with Bitcoin and how I kind of learned to. Like, obviously, you know, we got the strategy and we got all the like the technical stuff we follow. But here's one way to kind of add the thinking to it. So let's just imagine all the green, obviously, is everybody buying, everybody, you know what I mean, looking to make profit. And the red is, you know, the same thing, but vice versa. Everybody's trying to sell. So one thing I noticed with the weekly was there was never no strong like selling pressure on the weekly until like recently. I want to say like in April. It was like April. And you'll know what I mean when you go look at April. You won't see a big ass red candle. That, you know what I mean, for the most part, Bitcoin was pretty much going up. This is basically a whole momentum candle, pretty much.
Right.
So with that being the case, you could just say Bitcoin lost some gas. Some of the people
you saw that as early as April.
Yeah, I actually I'm trying to find the post. I promise on everything I love. I promise on my dead granddaddy.
I think you talking about that big ass candle that looked like they were gonna reshift momentum and repush.
Yeah, can you pull it up? Can you pull up the weekly Bitcoin
right now? You say on the weekly, right?
Yeah. Your stream might be frozen for me. I might be bugging. Oh well, no, it's Sergio going. All right. Oh, let me see.
Now I had some Hey, remember Ethan, those daily tipping points I was telling you about?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, with the way it's moving right now, what did I tell you what happened, bro? Exactly. They dropped exactly how I told you. Remember I said they may break this. When they break, they're gonna break. And look, they push all the way down to this previous right here. This one we were looking at it heavy right here. Let me or part of the time. Let me go to this weekly form.
Is your screen up or Sergio's?
Mine.
Oh, I got Sergio's going on.
Hold on, let me stop sharing.
Oh yeah. Trying to think if it was me or not. But you're gonna see it's clear today.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull up now. My damn everything acting buggy on my computer, man. Jesus. You know what? I am seeing his screen too.
So Darius, so when you posted today and you said that the funds and stuff, the industrial guys, they're exiting Bitcoin, they were exiting en masse and heading to gold, and you said that's time to eat. So what opportunities do you see from that movement?
Well, with them selling off, for one, gold right now. What'd you say, Benji?
Say gold gonna go up. I've been running gold since last week.
Yeah, and they broke that
sideways channel,
volatile corrective structure. I mean that volatile structure, corrective structure. They broke out of there. I was waiting for them to close out of there. I knew once they hit that's how come when we used to talk about gold, one thing I seen about gold for real, it's very directional. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, it's gonna go one way.
Yeah. Now it'll flow up and down going that way, but it definitely is, man. So hold on. I thought I screen share.
Like I saw the gold coming. When I knew there was starting to be skepticism about Bitcoin, obviously with Bitcoin being digital gold, if people's going to start taking their profits, you kind of know where they're going to put it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If they making 50%, they're going to take 25, 30% and put it into a fund that's going to hedge against inflation. So,
yeah,
definitely see crypto drop.
That's just how they do it. That's why Elon tweeted that diamond hand stuff today.
He tweeted about diamond hands.
Man, he tweeted. He said they were like he tweeted a pair of hands, a diamond symbol of a diamond, and he was like, "We got hands of diamonds," because it's man. Come on, man. Like they know what they doing, man.
Listen, man. Short term, I think Elon's about to make a lot of people rich. Long term, he probably about to fuck a lot of people.
So do y'all think that Elon drove the price down with the words, but he's entering back in on a
man? He entered back in. Listen, listen on the Binance chain, there was a deposit going on with the Binance for 160 million. Smart money is getting back into Bitcoin. Why not? It was at 30K.
Hey,
it's already up back 40.
Did y'all see? Yeah, because it's always got to correct. Did y'all see? A matter of fact, speaking of that, even today, imagine how many people bought back in today, maybe short term.
Yeah, forcing the price up.
1,000 after it dropped. It went back up to 11.
I know somebody right now personally that's up $56,000 off it.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, you can also see a little bit of an Elliott wave on the rise, actually, almost perfectly. The up and then down, up and down, and then bottomed out. I mean, it topped out, and then it plummeted, rose, and then plummeted. Interesting.
Which one of these weeklies were you talking about on here?
I'm about to get in. All right. One sec.
I'm talking about the whole thing.
No, I was talking about
all right. So, in this entire bull run, when it comes to crypto, obviously going up to the all-time high, we see pretty much a upwards trend. I don't really like using that word, but just for this instance, just think of it as a trend. What candle to you stands out the most? Just in this little area right here.
That red, the downward momentum candle.
Wait, ask that question again.
All right. And this entire trend right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
What candle? So this is from March or April, something like that, was the start of this bull run. From this time,
from here?
Yeah, from this time, what candle sticks out the most to you?
From right where I'm at right now.
Yeah, just in this little red. All right, let me read yours for you. I got you.
Oh, you mean in the whole red path where candle sticks out?
Yeah, so most? say this is the bull run.
Yeah.
All-time high.
Uh-huh.
And then it's obviously trending upward. And this little trend going upwards, what do you think? Like, what candle sticks out the most to you?
One of those whipsaws, maybe.
You point it out.
Want me to point it out?
Yeah.
It's gonna say either this one, this area, or maybe this right here.
All right. Nah, I definitely like that one. But all right, now picture this into people buying and selling. So we got October, December around here. We start making that push up to all-time high. Everybody gets hyped, loses it, whatever. It pushes up to the 30,000. obviously we had a sell-off, right? So we had some people that was betting against Bitcoin, or maybe they bought it at the all-time high and then they sold at 40,000 because that's a 100% flip. If you bought Bitcoin at 20,000, you make it goes to 40,000. Obviously, you make $20,000.
Yeah.
So then we had like a little sell off at 40,000, and then after that we had a big pump, and right after that big pump, we have this big momentum candle, and that's about when I caught it. I was like, okay, Bitcoin might be ready to come down.
Oh, so you're talking about this one right here?
Nah, this one to the left, back right.
Oh, this one. Oh yeah, the big pump. Oh yeah.
So
yeah.
Here was my theory, and then just kind of adding on to it. When you're thinking of like buyers and sellers, think about all the people that bought in this area. When I realized that when it came back up, it couldn't get past here, and it basically kind of it might be like a tipping point in a way, because obviously you just see like the resistance, right?
Yeah.
You can even see, I think it is like a fake out zone. Let me do that better. So when you just kind of put in the fact that, okay, all the people that were buying up in this area, they wasn't making no profit. And this is for weeks on end. Yeah. And then just out of nowhere, we get like that whipsaw and a little drop. I think that whipsaw is important because what I have learned in Bitcoin is usually when there's a very clean whipsaw, I have seen an impulse one way right after. And so when I saw this downward candle right next to it, the big downward candle, red candle, like that's when I kind of like knew, like that's when I started really backing off from Bitcoin and trading it, because something didn't feel right. And then eventually Elon Musk came out, said what he said, and yeah, here we are. All the big money out here sold off. I can still expect to sell off more, because once people realize like it's not getting back into like the 45s and 50s and 55 area and holding, people will like sell off to cut their losses, and then eventually from there Bitcoin might go up. I'm not sure, but yeah, I kind of saw it coming, and I don't think it will last. But I do think you can possibly buy Bitcoin a little cheaper if you're looking to make that investment.
Do you feel like that drop would have happened regardless of the catalyst?
That I can't answer that, because like the way I think, it's not more so that it was going to happen. It's more so what was going to cause it with me. You know what I mean?
So what you're saying is you saw the conditions lined up, and so it just needed a spark, essentially a catalyst to shove it down. And that could be any number of things.
Yeah, because I don't know if you ever heard like the old adage, they say buy the rumor and sell the news.
No, I've never heard that.
Well, yeah, so when the news came out that Elon Musk ain't like Bitcoin, well, I knew that shit was done. You know what I mean? It was just more so, I predicted it back in April. Well, more so in March, but back in April is when I kind of already knew it was going to happen. It was just a matter of when and what was going to do it. So just kind of add the thinking behind it. You just got to put people in place of candles, and it'll kind of make it easier to understand Bitcoin, and at least in terms of like long-term trading it and stuff like that.
You know, I saw some mention too of China, man. Something they did caused people. Well, they mentioned that they let it be known they don't want people trading it. You know, they always been talking over the years, but they also mentioned about they're going to be making their own coin for citizens to have. That's going to be backed by their bank. You know what I'm saying? So they already talking about implementing this stuff. It's been a lot of stuff out there that, like he said, set this up to happen. And like me, you know, I'm gonna just say clearly, me, man, all this shit's designed, bro. It's like they didn't just crash it right there out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
Like, listen, I got the same line marked up. They hit my same lines. You know what I mean? I put these lines back in January. That's when I put that line there. And it just somehow come back and hit it. You know what I mean? I haven't changed my Bitcoin chart since February. Nah, probably January. Like, I have to start actually no. Back in December. I remember I started just leaving everything I did. Just because I felt like it was gonna be important.
And it was, right?
Yeah, super. So once it kind of settles down and figure out where it's going, I'll probably clear my chart and see where it goes from there. But now we're at a point where we got a lot of previous data, and it's just, I think, honestly, Darius, I think the strategy will probably work more efficiently once it settles.
Yeah,
because we got so much data now. Because we was in price discovery, it kept going up. We didn't know where it was going to stop. So everything was available.
And it's never been like this volatile before, the way it is now.
Never.
Even that 20,000 push wasn't like this volatile. So now, it's like you're saying, it's putting itself on the map now.
Yeah. Now, just adding to like everyday life perspective, I don't necessarily think it would be like a real form of currency we use, just because it's like it is bad for the environment, but it's just very outdated like technology. So like from that perspective, it is digital gold. But my thing with it is that it is digital, and I feel like it's also something that can lose value very quickly.
Have y'all ever heard of the coin program Hedera Hashgraph?
No, but I'm gonna look into it.
So it's essentially an innovation of the blockchain. It is the blockchain 3.0. So Bitcoin, you're right, is the most primitive of all blockchain technologies because the proof of stake work is so annoying and long.
Yeah.
The blockchain 2.0 is Ethereum because you can actually build applications on a platform, but it's still kind of held back by its own technology. The evolution of that,
use it.
And now there's a coin out there called Hedera Hashgraph. It's a company.
You write that in the group chat so we can see how that is.
Please do.
It is now. It's a new version of. It's not even a blockchain technically, but it is a cryptocurrency, and it's an evolution of it.
That's big.
Now Boeing is using it. Microsoft is using it. It is used for applications, and that is the coin is dirt cheap too. I'll put it in.
Yeah, please do that.
But
message me direct something, man. Look, I will figure it out. Get it to y'all, please.
This the type of energy we have here, man. This the war rooms I miss right here, man.
Yeah.
Like I'm telling you, all that shit people on now, like we had people bring it up months before it happened. So it's like it's cool to have that energy. Hey Benji, real quick, did you ever check out Com Rocket?
Hey, I didn't get in on it, but
thank you.
One of my associates, he did he made a lot of fucking money. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that when I found out.
Yeah, I'm trying to get to it, but this stupid app won't let me go back to the home page for some reason. Let me see Lowe's.
Oh, what'd you say?
Maybe that works. No, that ain't gonna work. That's for the fuel.
I just said, who is that?
I'm sorry, I thought my mic was off, guys. I'm gonna turn it off.
It's all good.
Yeah, I muted you. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I was saying when I found out about that coin, I was rolling. I was like,
what the fuck? Yeah.
Word.
Bro,
Listen, let me repeat this. Listen, this is my opinion on all that like shit coins.
Someone stole my notes.
Oh, what is that?
Thank you.
Now, before you hopped on, we were talking about this method of trading. You can usually find it on all charts, stocks, cryptos, or anything like that. But I don't know if you guys can see that. But it's crazy. I had to find this shit, put a password in just to get it. Like, it's crazy how they have this shit so encrypted. But I don't know.
Crypto?
No, that's no, this is Forex right here.
Oh, Forex.
But the way it moves, you can apply it to any chart, So, but yeah, this is what we were talking about earlier before you hopped on. Let me see if I can put the screen brighter. And I can't find my actual notes. I don't know if someone took it, one of my partners. But yeah, so that's how it goes. That's the that's the MAAWVVM, and then it flips.
So what are the differences between that and Elliott wave?
You see, I don't know. You see the arrows and shit.
We can't see. I mean, I can't see.
it looked like it's the Elliott wave, but
I don't even know. I honestly never seen the Elliott wave.
W and the M is like where it's changing direction.
Yeah.
I honestly never seen the Elliott wave.
Here's another structure of it. No.
So what do you use to trade that for? Like, as all Forex or use it for crypto?
Or really anything. I just look at the charts, and then I'll see where I can find my M's and A's and W's and P's and all that stuff, and see where I'm at in the charts, and then from there, I'll break into it and see, go into it on a smaller time frame. But yeah, it tells me where the overall trend is going.
Oh yeah, Benji, I've seen something with Bitcoin too, man. that I noticed when it's like, especially when it's crashing, I've noticed they'll throw like a lot of these wicks, right? Especially if it closed bearish, right?
Yeah.
And then you'll think it's momentum.
But it'll keep pushing down.
Huh?
It'll keep pushing down.
Yeah, they'll keep
push down a little bit.
And then throw another wick and then throw it like it. They'll wick down.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, you know what I mean? And I noticed that's a pattern they take heavy. It's like, okay. So I'm gonna look to see how they do and see if they even use this to maybe go back up. So what do you think? You think they're gonna range here for a moment?
All right, what's the take? I'm thinking once this, go to the daily for me.